Well, that's right. IndusInd Bank just delivered its Q3 results, and it was a very stellar set on many counts. NII came in at 3,407, very much in line with the ETNOW poll versus last year's 3,074 crore. At the profit level, they did 852 versus 1,300 crore YoY, and that was a good 200 crore below the ETNOW poll estimate of around 1,000 crore. Operating profit came in at 2,973 crore versus 2,746 crore YoY. Now, profits were lower on account of higher provisions made not only in this quarter, but stress provisions as well. So your provisions were 1853 crore, which have actually moderated from last quarter's 1964 crore, but still taken their fair toll on the PAT. The average brokerage consensus on provisions was 1700 crore. So that's definitely one of the reasons why the profit is lower, because the provision is higher. If you look at asset quality, though, on the NPA front, gross and net NPAs have both moderated to 3,600 and 464 respectively from earlier 4,500 and 1,000 crore. So that's healthy. On percentage basis, gross NPA is 1.74 versus 2.21 and net NPA 0.22 versus 0.52. Proforma gross NPAs are 2.93 and Proforma net NPAs are 0.70. We have seen banks report significantly higher Proforma numbers than that. So that's a fairly healthy line item as well. On the capital adequacy, they stand at 16.34% Basel III, so there's no immediate need for capital, and the bank has just raised money from a series of investors, and the promoter, of course, we know is looking to infuse more money. So those are how the financials stack up for this quarter. Profits basically taking a toll on higher provision, like we've seen with all the leading private banks taking a prudent approach. Even Axis did the same thing. IndusInd stock was up ahead of results 4 or 5% today, so it'll be interesting to see if that momentum can carry forward on Monday morning, or if indeed there is a sell-off. But based on brokerage estimates, it's a very much in line result on the operating performance if you look at before provisions. So obviously now key commentary to look out for from the management will be the status of the Proforma NPAs, what the nature of the account is, how much of this has already been provided for, or if all of it has been provided for. We'll also be looking out for commentary on how the CV book has picked up this quarter, as they have large exposure there, and also whether there's been any collection efficiency trouble with the MFI book. Although IndusInd's MFI book is much smaller than a Bandhan or an RPL, it still will be important to figure out what the collection efficiency has been for them in that segment. Outlook on credit growth will also be keenly looked out for, given that various sectors previously suppressed, such as CV, are now on the rebound. So it'll be interesting to see what the management has to say about that.